Despite our technological advances, we are heavily dependent on natural resources. Social sciences have given us a new understanding of how societies are managing resources such as water supply, through models of governance, the impact of politics, trade, tradition and culture, and how we can build on this knowledge on the local, national and international level. Drinking water, how we access and use it, is one of the areas explored by the Sustainable Practices Research Group.
What we're trying to look at is to compare the historical development of drinking water in a global way in order to understand the nature of historical change and how we've got to where we are in the present. So we're looking at what's happened in the United Kingdom, obviously, but also the rest of Europe. We're looking at Delhi, and we're looking at Taiwan and Mexico City. You might think in the United Kingdom, we just take our tap water completely for granted, in spite of the fact that it's the result of 200 years of economic, technological and political development, which has sometimes involved major crises. When one thinks about water and the environment, one has to think of water as quite a complex thing. You might think it was something that was very simple when it just flows out of taps. But in fact, it's a complex political, cultural, social, and indeed environmental good. In Delhi, only 1 in 10 households, and those are relatively wealthy ones, have any tap water. And that tap water is itself polluted to the extent that it is not drinkable. The research we've done in the slums of Delhi, you find another completely different situation. There is no piped water to any household whatsoever. There's no connection to any sewage system whatsoever. So we can see there that the nature of the sustainability crisis is it's not a natural phenomenon. It's not a question of whether there is or isn't water there. It's a result of, on the one hand, market failure certainly, but much, much more significantly, it's a question of governmental failure. And so we have to look at the issue of sustainability in politico-economic terms. Social science itself faces a challenge, and that is we need to understand the challenge of global climate change and of finite resources, of which water is an absolutely critical one, on a global scale. If it does step up to this challenge, we are then getting ourselves into a position where we can start having key insights into some of the most important issues that are involved in economic growth, in the supply of water, and in issues of sustainability. Because we will be looking at how these crises of sustainability emerge differently in different countries and in different settings, and they present different politico-economic problems in each of these settings. And really it is only a social scientific understanding of that that can really start to integrate the complexity that is involved in meeting the challenges of global climate change and finite resources of the planet.